Welcome to the Daily Airline News with Jeffrey Thomas. Today we've got some great changes at Southwest Airlines. We've got Hong Kong's new third runway system now in operation. We've got Hong Kong Express soaring while pigs are bringing down a KLM 787. So let's start with Southwest Airlines. For those of you who love that great American carrier, there are a swag of changes in the air. The airline is introducing seat assignments with different options based on the experience that you prefer. Its lowest fare offer will still come with 2 free checked bags, no changes or cancel fees, travel credits that never expire, and a seat assigned to you prior to your day of travel. Now, if you prefer to select your seat when you book your flight, including seats with extra legroom, you'll have a few options to purchase these benefits. The airline says that the boarding process will be similar to what it is today. You'll board in order of position numbers and line up by signage displayed on stanchions within the gate area. The airline will begin selling flights with seat assignments in the second half of 2025 for travel in the first half of 2026. For A-list frequent flyers, there are additional perks coming soon. Select upfront standard seats at the time of booking, the option to choose an extra legroom seat within 48 hours of departure if available at no additional cost. Same-day change comes with better seat options. And if you're an A-list preferred frequent flyer, select all available seats, including extra legroom if available at no additional cost. Same-day changes come with even better seat options. And there are a lot more changes which you can find at the Southwest website. So I would recommend you have a good look because there's a raft of things that are changing at Southwest, which is great news for travellers and it'll make your experience even better. Now let's go to Hong Kong, and the new third runway system is in operation. Now the third runway became operational in 2022, but as Hong Kong was recovering from the devastations of COVID, the airport took the opportunity to do maintenance on one of the other runways, so it stayed as a 2-runway operation. Now the 3-runway operation is now up and running. Great news, except there's some critics. I don't understand why, but let's have a look. So yes, the airport did cost $18 billion, which is an expensive runway. But we're talking about the largest hub in Asia prior to the riots in 2019 and then COVID, which devastated traffic. At the time, the airport was nearing capacity at peak times for a hub with 74 million passengers going through the airport. Critics are now picking 2023 numbers and saying the runway is not needed, which is incredibly short-sighted. The third runway increases the airport's capacity to 102 million passengers and about 9 million tonnes of cargo. And yes, last year was half that. But Hong Kong is on the bounce back, and it is without question one of the most dynamic cities in Asia. Hong Kong needs the third runway to future-proof its status as one of the world's major trading centres and export hubs. In just a few years, people will be saying, thank goodness we've got the third runway. Staying in Hong Kong, Hong Kong Express, the low-cost airline, is setting some sort of record post-COVID and is now at 180% of its pre-COVID level, as other airlines are reaching their 2019 passenger levels. According to CEO Jeanette Mayo, the airline is now operating 400 flights a week with 40 A320 family aircraft and carrying 6 million passengers to 31 destinations. Staff levels are up 30% on pre-COVID levels, and more expansion is on the way with another 14 A321s to be delivered. Great airline, great story. So watch out for our exclusive interview with Jeanette that's coming up later this week. Now let's finish on a bizarre story. A KLM 787 flying from Amsterdam to Mexico City has been forced to divert to Bermuda after 100 live pigs being transported in the cargo hold started to kick up such a stench that it affected the oxygen environment in the cockpit. Now, isn't that a great PR description for a stench? The pilots of KL 685 were forced to contact air traffic control across the Atlantic and plead for a stop in Bermuda due to what the captain described as obnoxious cargo. Sure was. In a statement, the KLM spokesman said the characteristic smell of 100 pigs in the cargo hold prompted the crew to move to Bermuda for a breather and fresh air. Not kidding. However, the stop to offload the pigs meant that the crew were out of hours, so the 259 passengers and crew had to be accommodated in local hotels. So it took them an extra day to get to their destination. Not such a good story. Please subscribe to Airline News with Jeffrey Thomas. We'd love your likes and we'd love your feedback. And please tune in tomorrow for another episode of Airline Daily News.